Hey everyone, are you an unconventional person? Are you weird? I'm weird.
Oh my god.
Oh gosh. Okay. Anyway, my name is Sabrina and I'm weird and that's what makes me strong. Oh gosh. Oh man, the realities of shooting a video. Anyway, I am growing into my new niche of being an entrepreneur. I am 26 years old. I tried to fit the mold, tried to fit the traditional 9 to 5, found out that that's not for me, but I still have to eat. And because of that, it led me to a journey down Amazon FBA. And if that is you, then I would encourage you to follow me on this journey. The truth is like I have really bad ADHD, and because of that, it's kind of prevented me from doing things that normal people would do really well at. I cannot sit in a chair. I literally have a calisthenic chair just to keep me occupied while I'm sitting down. It makes my posture in a way that's like more interesting to sit at a desk. For that reason, I worked a 9 to 5 job. I actually worked at a really well-known company, but just decided that that lifestyle wasn't for me. You know, I am definitely your definition of a misfit. I just don't fit the traditional mold. And now that I think of it, I don't want to fit the traditional mold. That's not who I am, and I wasn't really being true to who I was. The truth is like working for other people is very boring. You know, sure, you can push yourself to the limit and you can test your own strengths within the confines of a role, but why do that when you can explore your true strengths and your weaknesses in a way that is more representative of who you are as an individual? So I just want to invite people into this journey, and specifically like the young lady, maybe ages 18 to 25, who you're like me and you are weird and you don't want to do a 9 to 5 because you will literally die before doing that. But you know that you need to survive and you know you need to make money, but you also want to have fun. So that's who I'm speaking to. You're not alone. Don't worry about that. Like, you're not alone. Don't worry about being different. Just embrace it. Accept it. Accept the fact that you don't fit the mold. And the sooner that you accept that, the easier that your life will be, and the quicker you can start having fun with who you really are. So that's a little bit of my journey, and I'm hoping to reach that one person who is just like me. You know, I spent like 5 years, maybe 6 years, maybe actually probably like my whole working life. And I started working when I was 16. I like moved out when I was 18 and just started paying my way through school, which was a huge waste of time for me and a huge waste of money. I spent that time trying to fit into a mold, and that's not who I really am. You know, I'm someone who's creative. I'm an out-of-box thinker. I am very intelligent. Like, I've gone to Harvard for a semester, but I just couldn't sit down. I couldn't like just do the normal things. You know what I mean? And I thought that made me like a failure. I thought that made me stupid, that made me dumb, you know, yada yada yada. On top of that, in high school, like I was on trajectory to like, you know, be like an international baccalaureate graduate, and you know, with all of my friends. And then I had double shoulder surgery, and basically they told me either you can repeat this grade or you forge on just being an honors student and not an international baccalaureate candidate. And I decided to forge on and be the IB candidate, or not be the IB candidate, but just do the honors degree. And which is, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, you know, like if you're doing not an honors degree, like that's fine. But it was just for me, I just decided to go forward because I wanted to graduate with my friends. Looking back, I probably would have stayed behind a year and just like did the IB degree anyway, but hey, it doesn't matter now. Anyway, that was the first part of me thinking like, you know, I'm a failure, I can't do it. So maybe that's you. Like maybe you got sick in high school and like maybe you didn't finish, or maybe you got sick in college and like you couldn't finish or whatever, and you feel like kind of like, well, what do I do, you know, and you don't really want to go in somewhere because of how you are. Maybe that's not your strong suit. Maybe like you're just more creative and more comfortable when you're at home, like I am. Or maybe like you have gone through college and now you're at a place where you're like, dude, I don't know what I'm doing with my life. You should start a business. You shouldn't, like, don't worry about working for the corporate ladder. Like, you should be yourself and do your own thing. You know, you have something to contribute to the world. So if that's you, hope you receive that. Anyway, for my journey personally, 2 years ago, I decided, you know, I really would love to sell on FBA, but that just wasn't in the cards for me and my husband at the moment. That was fine. Fast forward 2 years, you know, I was working this 9-to-5 job, whatever, yada yada. It still was kind of horrible for me. I mean, me personally, like my team was great and like my boss was great, but it was just a real struggle for me. You know, to like get up out of bed, get my butt in a chair, to like do what I was being told to do, and it just was hard, you know? So anyway, this ad came up on Facebook for Rainmakers, which is the group that I'm a part of, the Rainmaker family. And they were the community that I wanted to be a part of, so I chose to join them, and they taught me how to sell on FBA, you know, to sell on Amazon, to start my own business, create my own LLC, set up, you know, all the business background, and then start selling. And so that's, you know, 2 years ago when I wanted to do it, I think I could have done it, but I'm just so glad that I waited so that I could be a part of this community and do it this way. You know, these are my people and they taught me a lot so far. And so I kind of want to invite you onto that, in that journey, you know, my journey of being a misfit, not finishing college, and still trying to succeed with your life. Yeah, so if that's you, then follow along.